Hello, and welcome to English Cat. This is a quiet space for you to practice your English listening. Today, we will simply relax. There is no test. There are no questions. You do not need to memorize anything. Just listen to my voice. Listen to the words. You can close your eyes, or you can keep them open. Let your shoulders relax. Let your breathing become slow and deep. I am going to tell you a story about a simple, peaceful day. I will speak slowly and clearly. If you are ready, let's begin. The story begins in a quiet room. It is early morning. The sun is just starting to rise. Outside the window, the sky is changing color. It changes from dark blue to a soft, light blue. There is a little bit of orange and pink in the sky too. It is very beautiful. Inside the room, it is silent. The house is still sleeping. I open my eyes slowly. I feel the soft pillow under my head. I feel the warm blanket covering my body. The bed feels very comfortable. I do not want to get up yet. I stay in bed for a few more minutes. I listen to the silence. Silence is a beautiful thing. In our busy lives, we often forget to enjoy the silence. But right now, in this early morning moment, everything is perfect. I take a deep breath. The air in the room is cool and fresh. I stretch my arms above my head. I stretch my legs. My body wakes up slowly. I feel ready to start the day. I sit up in bed and put my feet on the floor. The floor is wooden. It feels smooth and cool against my feet. I stand up and walk to the window. I pull back the curtains gently. Now the sunlight comes into the room. It paints the walls with a golden color. I look outside. The street is quiet. There are no cars yet. There are no people. Just the trees and the birds. I see a large tree in the garden. Its leaves are green and healthy. The wind moves the leaves gently. They sway back and forth, back and forth. It is a calming rhythm. I see a small bird sitting on a branch. It is a brown bird. It sings a short, happy song. The bird is welcoming the morning. I leave the bedroom and walk down the hallway. The house is still very quiet. I walk to the kitchen. The kitchen is my favorite room in the morning. It is clean and bright. I decide to make some tea. I fill the kettle with fresh, cold water. I hear the sound of the water flowing from the tap. It is a clear, splashing sound. I put the kettle on the stove and turn on the heat. Now I wait. While I wait for the water to boil, I prepare my cup. I choose my favorite mug. It is a large, white ceramic mug. It is heavy and solid in my hand. It feels good to hold. I take a tea bag from the jar. It is an Earl Grey tea. It smells like flowers and citrus fruit. I put the tea bag into the white mug. Soon, the water begins to boil. I hear the bubbles. The kettle makes a whistling sound. I turn off the heat. I pour the hot water into my mug. Steam rises from the cup. The steam is warm on my face. The water turns a dark, rich brown color. I pick up the mug and walk to the kitchen table. I sit down on a wooden chair. I hold the warm mug with both hands. The heat from the tea warms my palms. It feels very nice, especially because the morning air is still a little cool. I take a small sip of tea. It is hot, but not too hot. It tastes delicious. It wakes up my mind. I sit there for a long time just drinking my tea and looking out the window. I watch the world wake up. I see a neighbor walking his dog. The dog is happy. It wags its tail. The neighbor walks slowly. He is enjoying the morning just like me. I think about the day ahead. I have some work to do. I have some chores to finish, but I do not feel stressed. I feel calm. I know that I have enough time. There is no need to rush. I can do one thing at a time. This thought makes me feel peaceful. After I finish my tea, I wash the cup. The warm water and soap make bubbles in the sink. I rinse the cup and put it away. Now the kitchen is clean again. I decide to do some simple work. I walk to my desk. My desk is in a corner of the living room. It is a small wooden desk. On the desk, there is a notebook, a pen, and a lamp. I sit down and open the notebook. The paper is white and crisp. I pick up the pen. I like writing by hand. I like the feeling of the pen moving across the paper. I write a list of things to do today. First, I will go to the market. Second, I will read my book. Third, I will cook a good dinner. It is a short list. It is a simple list. Sometimes we make our lives too complicated. We try to do too many things in one day. But today, I want to keep things simple. Happiness is often found in simple things. I spend an hour working at my desk. I answer some emails. I organize some papers. The house stays quiet around me. I can hear the clock on the wall. Tick, tock, tick, tock. It is a steady, reliable sound. It reminds me that time is moving forward, but it is moving gently. I focus on my task. When we focus on one thing, our minds become quiet. We do not worry about the past. We do not worry about the future. We are just here, in the present moment, doing our work. This is a good feeling. It is now late morning. The sun is higher in the sky. The light is brighter. I decide to go for a walk. I need some fresh air. I put on my shoes. I put on a light jacket. I take my keys and open the front door. I step outside. The air smells fresh. It smells like grass and earth. I walk down the street. The neighborhood is awake now. I hear a car driving by in the distance. I hear children playing in a park nearby, but it is still peaceful. I walk to the park. The park is a green space in the middle of the town. There are many tall trees here. Some trees are very old. Their trunks are wide and thick. Their branches reach up to the sky like arms. I walk on the path. The path is made of gravel. My shoes make a crunching sound on the gravel. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I like this sound. It is the sound of walking. I see other people in the park. I see an old couple sitting on a bench. They are holding hands. They are not talking. They are just sitting together, watching the ducks in the pond. They look very content. I see a young woman reading a book under a tree. She looks relaxed. I see a man jogging. He is breathing hard, but he looks strong. I walk to the pond in the center of the park. The water is very still. It looks like a mirror. I can see the reflection of the sky in the water. I can see the reflection of the white clouds. A duck swims across the water. It creates small ripples. The ripples move out in circles, wider and wider. I watch the ripples until they disappear. I find an empty bench and sit down. The wood of the bench is warm from the sun. I lean back and close my eyes for a moment. I feel the gentle wind on my face. I hear the leaves rustling above me. Nature is very healing. When we are in nature, our heartbeat slows down. Our breathing becomes deeper. We remember that we are part of this beautiful world. We are not separate from it. I sit on the bench for 20 minutes. I simply observe. I look at the colors, the green of the grass, the blue of the sky, the gray of the stones, the yellow of the flowers. There are small yellow flowers growing in the grass. They are tiny, but they are bright and cheerful. I watch a butterfly. It is white with black spots. It flies from one flower to another. It is very light and delicate. It moves effortlessly. I wonder what it is like to be a butterfly, to be so light, to fly so freely. After my rest in the park, I stand up and continue my walk. I walk to the local market. I need to buy some food for dinner. The market is a little busier than the park, but it is a friendly place. There are stalls with fresh vegetables and fruits. The colors are vibrant. Red tomatoes, orange carrots, green spinach, purple onions, yellow lemons. I walk to a stall that sells fruit. The seller smiles at me. "Hello," he says. "How are you today?" "I am well, thank you," I reply. "And you?" "I am very good," he says. I choose some apples. They are crisp and red. I choose some bananas. I put them in my basket. Then I go to the vegetable stall. I buy some potatoes and some green beans. I plan to make a vegetable soup for dinner. Soup is a very comforting meal. It is warm and healthy. I enjoy shopping at the market. I like seeing the fresh food. I like smiling at the people. It feels more personal than a big supermarket. It feels like a community. I pay for my groceries and put them in my bag. The bag is a little heavy now, but not too heavy. I walk home. The walk home is pleasant. I feel satisfied. I have done my exercise. I have bought my food. I have enjoyed the fresh air. When I arrive home, I put the groceries away. I put the vegetables in the fridge. I put the fruit in a bowl on the table. It is now afternoon. The light in the house has changed. The sun has moved to the other side of the building. The living room is filled with soft afternoon shadows. I feel a little tired. It is a good kind of tired. It is a physical tiredness from walking. I decide to rest for a while. I go to the living room sofa. It is a soft gray sofa. I have many cushions on it. I arrange the cushions so I am comfortable. I lie down and pull a light blanket over my legs. I pick up a book from the coffee table. It is a novel. It is a story about a family living by the sea. I open the book and start to read. Reading is wonderful. It takes us to different places. It lets us see the world through someone else's eyes. When I read, I forget about my own life. I enter the world of the story. I read for an hour. The house is silent. The only sound is the turning of the pages. Swish, swish. After a while, my eyes feel heavy. I put the book down. I close my eyes. I do not sleep, but I rest. I let my mind float. I think about the story I just read. I imagine the sea. I imagine the waves crashing on the beach. I imagine the salty smell of the ocean air. This quiet time in the afternoon is very important. It recharges my energy. It gives my brain a break. In many cultures, people rest in the afternoon. It is a very healthy habit. Slowly, the afternoon turns into evening. The light outside becomes golden again. The sun is setting. The sky turns pink and purple. The day is ending. I get up from the sofa. I stretch my body again. I feel rested. I feel calm. I walk around the house and turn on the lamps. I do not turn on the bright ceiling lights. I prefer the soft light of the lamps. It makes the house feel cozy and warm. It is time to cook dinner. I go to the kitchen. I take the vegetables out of the fridge. I wash the potatoes and the green beans. The water is cool on my hands. I peel the potatoes. I chop them into small cubes. Chop, chop, chop. The knife hits the cutting board. It is a rhythmic sound. Cooking can be a meditation. When you focus on chopping vegetables, you are mindful. You are present. I put a pot on the stove. I add a little oil. I add the onions. The onions sizzle in the pan. Soon, a delicious smell fills the kitchen. It smells savory and homey. I add the potatoes, the green beans, and some vegetable broth. I let the liquid simmer. The liquid bubbles gently. While the soup cooks, I set the table. I put down a placemat. I put down a spoon and a napkin. I pour a glass of water. I like to eat dinner slowly. I do not watch television while I eat. I just eat. I taste the food. The soup is ready. I ladle it into a bowl. It is steaming hot. I sit down at the table. The soup is delicious. The potatoes are soft. The broth is flavorful. It warms me from the inside. I feel grateful for this meal. I feel grateful for the food and for the farmers who grew it. I feel grateful for my warm home. Gratitude is a powerful emotion. When we focus on what we have rather than what we do not have, we feel happier. We realize that we have enough. We have food. We have shelter. We have safety. These are the most important things. After dinner, I clean the kitchen again. I like to go to bed with a clean kitchen. It makes the morning better. Now it is nighttime. Outside it is dark. The street lights are on. I can see the moon in the sky. It is a half moon tonight. It shines brightly. The house is very quiet now. The day is done. There is no more work to do. There is nowhere to go. It is time to wind down. I change into my pajamas. They are soft cotton pajamas. They are loose and comfortable. I wash my face with warm water. I brush my teeth. These small routines tell my body that it is time to sleep. I go into my bedroom. I turn on a small lamp by the bed. The light is dim. I sit on the edge of the bed for a moment and reflect on the day. It was a simple day. Nothing exciting happened. I did not travel to a new country. I did not win a prize. But it was a good day. It was a peaceful day. I realized that peace is not something we find outside of ourselves. Peace is something we create inside. We create it by slowing down, by noticing the small details, by being kind to ourselves. I pull back the covers and get into bed. The sheets are cool and smooth. The pillow is soft. I lie down and pull the blanket up to my chin. I feel safe. I feel warm. I reach out and turn off the lamp. The room becomes dark. My eyes adjust to the darkness. I can see the faint outline of the window. I close my eyes. I focus on my breathing again. In and out. In and out. My breath is slow and steady. My body feels heavy. My legs are heavy. My arms are heavy. My shoulders drop. My jaw relaxes. I listen to the sounds of the night. I hear the wind outside, very softly. I hear the distant sound of a car, but mostly there is silence. This silence is like a soft blanket. It covers everything. It brings rest. I let my thoughts drift away. I do not hold on to them. I let them float by like clouds in the sky. I think about the morning light. I think about the warm tea. I think about the green trees in the park. I think about the yellow flowers. I think about the vegetable soup. All these memories are pleasant. They make me smile. I am ready to sleep. I am ready to dream. Tomorrow will be a new day. The sun will rise again. The birds will sing again. But for now, the day is over. You have done well today. You have listened to English. You have practiced. Now you can rest. Let your mind be quiet. Let your body be still. Sleep is coming. It is a gentle wave. Good night, sleep well, and sweet dreams.